Hey guys, John here again, back to try and answer some more of your questions. After the Parallels or Bootcamp question, the biggest one I got was, should I get a Mac or a MacBook Pro? I'm going to try and shed some light on that and help you determine which one is right for you. First, I'll go over the MacBook and the pros. I'll go over the MacBook Pro and the pros, and then we'll discuss some cons and what some of the differences are. First, the MacBook has portability going for it. Comes in a very sleek, thin 13-inch package. For the specs, just go check out apple.com. Comes in a choice of black or white, very hard plastic, and it's an extremely durable laptop by all reports. Obviously, you can't drop it, but you can throw it in a backpack. It's great for college students. It's running the older Core 2 Duo processor, which is still lightning fast, and can hold a max of, I believe, 3 gigabytes of RAM. So the MacBook Pro is a very capable computer. It's comparable with a lot of the Dells and comparable with a lot of the PCs. Now, what it doesn't have going for it is it does not have a dedicated graphics processor, or GPU is the fancy talk for it. Now, what that means is it shares its RAM with the processor. Now that's fine for doing general things like web browsing, making some iMovies, listening to iTunes, and things like that. What it's not good for is 3D stuff. So if you're heavy into games, getting a MacBook is probably not the right choice. If you're heavy into 3D editing, you use Final Cut Pro and you need motion and all that stuff, the MacBook probably isn't your best choice. It'll work. It'll be a little bit slow, and you might not have the results that you want. But on the other hand, if audio is your thing, if you spend most of your time editing tracks, working in GarageBand, or whatever other audio editing you have, you don't need the GPU so much. And the MacBook is a really great way to go. It's a powerful computer. I almost got a MacBook myself. It really is a good machine. You can output to an external monitor. It can show, I think, up to the Apple Cinema display 23-inch. So, I mean, you're getting a really top quality machine. Something to take note of, though, is the processor and the GPU is really what sets it apart from the MacBook Pro. So, there you go. That explains the MacBook. If you're not doing heavy 3D stuff, the MacBook's a great way to go. It's a little bit cheaper, and you're still getting a very, very, very powerful machine. Plus, in my opinion, the black one looks really sleek. Now, the MacBook Pro, on the other hand, comes in two choices of 15-inch or 17-inch, so a little bit bigger. It's got a different case as well. It's the brushed aluminum. It doesn't have the magnetic latch of the MacBook, which I wish it did. Now, what it does have going for it is the new Core 2 Duo chipset, which is people are calling Santa Rosa, if you've heard that. So what that means is it's a little bit faster, higher front side bus and all that. Not that important. It can have a max of 8 gigabytes of RAM, so it can run a little bit faster. It can handle 4, or any other combination you want to throw at it. It's got a backlit screen, they all do, but this one is LED backlit. It's a little fancier term. And the screen is higher resolution than the MacBook. So if you're going to use the laptop's display as your primary display, you notice a difference. If you look at the two between the MacBook Pro and the MacBook, if you're going to export to an external monitor, not such a big deal. And the MacBook Pro has its own dedicated graphics processor. There are two choices to choose from. Both are very, very, very good options. They're both NVIDIA, the GeForce 8600 GT graphics card. You can either get one with 128 megabytes or 256 megabytes of SD RAM. And all that means is that's dedicated RAM for your video card. So it's great for 3D editing. If 3D is your thing and you need to use Motion and Final Cut Pro and all that, and you need a laptop, really the MacBook Pro is the only way to go. That extra convenience, though, is also more expensive. So you really need to weigh your cost benefit. I know people are going to ask, why did I get the MacBook Pro instead of the MacBook? And I really didn't necessarily have the best reason. I wanted a computer that I was sure was going to last me 5 years through all my interests. and I was starting to get into some video editing, and I was starting to get into playing with Motion and Final Cut Pro, and I thought I'm only gonna buy a computer, every 5 years, and I want to make sure that the one I get can handle my interests as they grow, and I can see 3D editing and stuff being part of what I would like to do. But if you, on the other hand, say I've got no interest in 3D, all I want is a computer that can browse the web, play my movies, burn DVDs, get me through college, just sit on my desk, MacBook is a great way to go, and I probably would have been just as happy had I purchased the MacBook. Really, really is a solid machine. So anyway, guys, I hope this helped clear up a little bit of confusion for you guys. Anyway, send me questions, and thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I think that's it, guys. Send me some questions. Talk to you soon. Bye.